time as reporting the Mate 10 Pro, Huawei additionally declared the Mate 10. While they both have a comparative stylish, the Mate 10 packs a 5.9-inch LED 1440x2560 screen, while the Huawei Mate 10 Pro has a 6.0-inch OLED 1080x2160. There are likewise contrasts in their energy and capacity, as the Mate 10 Pro can be purchased with more RAM and double the inside limit. However, it doesn't have a microSD card opening, which the standard Mate 10 does. The Mate 10 Pro additionally profits by water protection. However, somewhere else these are fundamentally the same as telephones, with a comparable outline, indistinguishable cameras, and batteries in the same chipset. So the Mate 10 Pro is absolutely the adaptation you'll need, and that is the one we'll be inspecting here. Contingent upon where you are perusing this, you may not have a decision, as Huawei are just offering the standard Mate 10 out of 15 nations and districts including Spain, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Malaysia, Singapore, and Australia. Urgently, however, not the UK or US. The Mate 10 Pro is accessible in more than 24 nations, including the UK, Germany, France, and Italy. Huawei is great at building telephones now. The quality on the P10 is astounding, and it's a similar story here with the Mate 10 Pro. This year, Huawei has dropped the aluminum case utilized as a part of past Mate telephones, and run with glass packaging rather, a pattern we're seeing a considerable measure of different producers follow in 2017. The new bended Gorilla Glass back looks and feels super smooth, a major change over the past ages. It's extremely noteworthy and effectively coordinates its superior adversaries. That glass back is absolutely tasteful, however, as Huawei have picked against remote charging for the Mate 10 Pro. In spite of the fact that this isn't a major issue, as remote charging is still just very helpful as opposed to need. Within the Mate 10 Pro you have a Kirin 970 octa-center processor and either 128GB and 6GB RAM or 64GB and 4GB RAM. That is a lot of snort, which puts it up there with the lead first class of 2017. Those specs just recount a large portion of the story, on the grounds that Huawei claims the Kirin 970 is the principal AI processor with a committed neural network processing unit. Does it have any kind of effect? It's too soon to tell. However, we absolutely couldn't distinguish AI whiz-bangery while utilizing it. This ought to wind up plainly more obvious after some time, as Huawei claims its execution won't corrupt like other Android telephones. Unfortunately, the capacity isn't expandable by means of microSD. The inherent stockpiling ought to be sufficient, particularly with Google's distributed storage benefits on board. Somewhere else the Huawei Mate 10 packs a substantial 4000 mAh battery which will ought to have the capacity to most recent 2 days, contingent upon use. This is class driving, and leaves its adversaries in the tidy. Likewise on board is Huawei's restrictive supercharge innovation. This will give you 50% control from simply 30 minutes of charging. It's an extremely helpful expansion. On the back of the Mate 10 Pro you'll locate a double camera setup. One is a 12MP shading sensor, while the other is a 20MP monochrome sensor. The shading sensor is optically settled, while the monochrome isn't. It's the well-known setup we've seen on other Huawei telephones, yet the Mate 10 Pro enhances over its ancestor with bigger f/1.6 gaps on the two focal points. The pictures created by the Mate 10 Pro are appealing, with great wide adjust and speed. The Mate 10 Pro completes have a tendency to overexpose pictures, which is run-of-the-mill of Huawei gadgets. It's not ugly, it's only extraordinary to whatever else that is out there. The Mate 10 Pro uses the double camera setup for a gap mode, like Apple's portrait mode. Huawei has a few advantages over its rivals, including the capacity to change the concentration territory after the picture is taken, and alter the measure of bokeh. The camera application is additionally a genuine champion here. It's a standout amongst the most complete to come dispatched with a cell phone, and offers you a considerable measure of control and customization choices.